Taoiseach, I welcome your engagement with President Biden and with the US administration. And one issue that has concerned me for a considerable number of years is the plight of the undocumented Irish in the US. They face particular difficulties, and I know that both Taoiseach and the former Taoiseach, Deputy Varadkar, raised this issue during their meetings in March in Washington. And I hope, Taoiseach, that you would be able to keep that very much on the agenda. You know, we need to secure legal pathways to visa and to citizenship for Irish people who are working in the United States, paying their taxes, rearing their families. But unfortunately, those people, if there's some family bereavement or a family celebration at home here in Ireland, they're not able to come home. So those people, despite them partaking in normal day-to-day activity in the United States, they cannot come home if they need to, once they don't have visa status. So, Taoiseach, I sincerely hope that that can be kept on the agenda. I'm realistic enough to know that comprehensive immigration reform is difficult in the United States because of the political divisions there at the present time. But recently, bipartisan legislation was introduced in Congress again in regard to the E3 visa programme, and there is a renewed effort now to get an Irish-specific category of E3 visa. So, Taoiseach, in your deliberations and also at official level with your department, with the embassy, I sincerely hope that that can be very much kept on the agenda as well. Could I also refer to the work of Special Envoy Joe Kennedy? That's very important. And thankfully, since 1998, we have seen the growth of the All-Ireland economy in this country since the signing of the Good Friday Agreement. If investment comes to Northern Ireland, it's good for us. Investment comes to our state, it's good for Northern Ireland. We're one economy now throughout the country. Northern Ireland we're all interdependent, so we are. So what benefits Northern Ireland benefits us, and similarly what benefits us indirectly benefits Northern Ireland as well. So, Taoiseach, it's very important to continue to ensure that we continue to grow the All-Ireland economy, and engagement with the US administration and endorsing strongly, as you do, the work of Special Envoy Joe Kennedy is important in that respect as well. Thank you, Cahirley.
Deputy Paul Murphy, please.
In relation to Deputy Smith, just to acknowledge your acknowledgement of Joe Kennedy. I'm honoured to have met him in Boston in March. Spoke to him within days of becoming Taoiseach on the phone. Hope to meet him in person soon. Very supportive of the work that he's doing. And yes, I will continue to keep the issue of the undocumented Irish on the agenda, as will the Taoiseach, as will our ambassador in Washington, and our Department of Foreign Affairs, and my own department. And I do think the innovative work that's being put forward around E3 visas and the likes to try and find a way forward is important as well. I did indeed see the debate of the two US presidential candidates. I have a policy of not commenting on elections in other countries, rather than to say that it was a very early stage, I suppose, of the electoral cycle to have the debate for an election that is taking place in November. I think it might have been the earliest presidential debate to take place so far.